Hi, welcome, and thank you very much for joining for today's webinar, where we're going to talk about how to increase customer engagement using SalesIQ. I'm Anne from Zoho SalesIQ team, and in this webinar, we're going to talk about a bunch of different topics. So firstly, we're going to need to understand the need and importance of engagement in today's business. We're also going to dive a little deeper into the various jobs that SalesIQ can manage effectively. We're going to touch upon how the horizontals use SalesIQ to run their day-to-day business, and finally, tips and tricks of using SalesIQ. So just a small note, please submit your questions in the chat on your right. We'll try to answer as much as questions at the end of the webinar, and if we don't, we'll always follow up with an email. So I hope all of you are ready, and let's get started. So humans have evolved to become complex, and so have the businesses they engage with. These are some of the business needs that are to be met in order to run business smoothly and effectively. So first, the business must identify their customers, understand their customers, and on that basis, nurture them at opportune moments to engage and convert as successful customers. But it doesn't stop there. We need to support and assist them throughout their customer journey and even after, finally turning them into brand advocates. And it may not be easy as it seems, and you may face several problems in these stages. So in order to understand that, let's have a quick poll to see what are the major problems you face while running your business. So I've launched a poll, and you guys can answer it by selecting one or more of the options that you face. Is it that you have a tough time in knowing who your customers are, who they are, what they do? Or is it with engaging with your website visitors? Or are you having low conversions and a very low customer satisfaction level? Or is everything just a big problem for you? So we're having a lot of answers coming in. So we'll just wait for a couple of seconds more so that the others can answer, and so we can have a very good idea of what we're actually facing here and carry on the webinar. Okay, so we shall be closing the webinar poll right now. Okay, done. So let's see the results. Okay, so we can see that 50% of them agrees and say that they have difficulty in knowing who their customers are and their behavior, followed by 37% of them saying engaging with customers is a tedious task, followed by everything is a big problem. We have 29% of people saying it's all a big problem, and finally having low conversions said by 27% of the people. So looking at all this, we see that it all revolves around customers. And as business these days are customer-centric, they align people, process, and tools for better customer experience. Being in today's competitive market, it has become increasingly difficult to keep your customers focused on you and on your brand. So staying on top of their mind has become necessary to build and grow customer relationships. And the key to establishing these relationships is engagement. So customer engagement is all about custom communications over the course of their life cycle to help them get the outcome that they want. And this is no walk in the park, and I guess all of you would agree with me, as engagement has to be done when the customer's intent and the interest are the highest. That is, the time they spend on your product or on your website, or in other simple words, in real time. So the stats over here shows that a fully engaged customer parts 23% more revenue when compared to an average customer. So proving the fact that customer engagement has a huge impact on business and its revenue. So let's see about what benefit do you get while engaging your customers in real time. So at first, you can reach out by sending the right message to the right people at the right time and place while the intent is high and hot, so increasing the probability of conversions. You could also send targeted messages to visitors and engage them with the best leads on your website or mobile app. So you're focusing not on all the prospects, but on the potentials who have better chances to convert. And we being in a world of hurry, we need everything to be spontaneous and instantaneous. So providing quick assistance and solution to customers in real time, I can increase their satisfaction levels. But now you may have a question saying that it's great that we understand the benefit of real-time engagement, but how do we actually engage customers in real time? The modes of engagement has changed over time, starting right from email, messengers, telephonic conversations, and so on. But live chat has taken communication to another dimension, where existing and prospective customers can talk to your company in real time by your website or mobile application. But why is real-time engagement or real-time messaging so important? So a study says that a delay of 5 minutes in responding reduces the qualifying chance by 400%. Let me repeat it again, it's 400%, which is a huge risk that none of us would be willing to take. So that's where SalesIQ comes into the picture. So as you all know, it's a customer engagement platform to prospect, engage, and retain and support customers in real time for business growth. So once you have SalesIQ in your place, you can have your customers reach you or contact you through your website, web applications, and as well as from your mobile applications. So when you install SalesIQ on your product, your users will see the message launcher at the bottom right-hand corner of this screen. So when they select it, the message window will open up and they can send a message and then and there making an instant connection with you, which is a lot seamless compared to the other channels that we have. Now that being said, let's dive in and see how the problems you face through the customer journey can be solved with SalesIQ. So the customer journey starts right from learning to identify your customers, knowing who they are, where they are, what they're doing, and all of that. And finally, reaching out the customers in a targeted manner for quick conversions. We'll also see how to keep the customers engaged within your app, and finally, how to provide quick support to retain them as customers and as brand advocates. So see who your customers are and what they do. So our customer journey starts from the time they step onto your website. Get to know them by learning about them, their environment from a free customer data platform, and also understand their actions performed on the website. Now, in order to do that, we need to know how to identify visitors on the website. So you can identify your visitors in the following ways: through visitor ID, which is unique for each and every visitor, through past chats, visits, through web forms, any other forms, and all the other ways. And if you need to know or want to learn more about visitor identification, please check out our video, which I'll be sharing at the end of the webinar. One best tip that you could follow here is to keep your mail ID field added to your form. So it's one of the ways that you can collect customer information. So enough of talk, right? So let's get into action. Please access this link, and I'm sharing this link in the chat so that we can get connected and actually see in real time how SalesIQ actually works. So I have shared the link in the chat, and I would request all of you to access it. Wow, okay, that's amazing. So I think you guys can see my screen where we have a lot of people coming in. Brilliant, amazing. Thank you, guys. Oh, we have incoming requests as well. Okay, wonderful. So Customer segmentation is essential because not all customers are the same. So you need to filter customers by the actions they take and create segments so that you have a visual data. So we are going to segment the view over here. By clicking on Customize, you can choose the criteria or the filter that you want to sort your visitors. Now I'm going to sort them based on browser. So yeah, so can you see that the customers have been shifted based on the browser? Now it's back to country. So you can have your own sort of criteria here in which you want to view your customers. So I will reply to you guys in a minute. As of now, I'm just ignoring. So don't mistake me. We'll come back to you. Okay, so there you get the idea, right? On how you can set up the rings in such a manner where the innermost string would mean so that your customers are more closer in converting, and the farther the ring has the lesser chances, or vice versa. It's totally according to you. You can customize the ring to your view and to your preference. Now, you might have a question that we see all of these and it's amazing, but how could we see the details of each customer? Is it possible? So definitely yes, you can get a complete picture of every customer, including their location, activity, and all of more, where you can enrich your teams with such insights for targeted interactions. So just clicking on, I'm just going to randomly click on somebody over here from all the way from Canada. So we can see that this particular customer is on the website for more than 2 minutes, and he's a new visitor, and this is the particular page that he is accessing. So I get all this information about the particular customer right before me contacting him. So let's just go back into the deck and see where we are. So once you see who your customers are, just as we saw, and what they're doing or what actions they take in your app, the next step is to qualify them, which you can do so by reaching out to them proactively. So let me just pick any one lucky person and we'll just start having a conversation. So I can see someone all the way from United States, Pennsylvania. Yes, so I'm going to talk to this person right now. And another small tip is that in order to save your time from typing down the same questions over and over again, you can have canned messages or saved replies. So just typing hash over here as a shortcut, you will have the list of all the canned messages that you have. So today, I feel like going for the first one. Hey there, how can I help you today? So I'm going to start off with a chat. Okay, so is he going to respond to me? I'm not sure. Maybe we can start off a chat with somebody else too. Maybe somebody from Canada. So I'm going to ask the second question. Hi, same question. Hi, how are you? Okay, I think everyone's just amazed but how the SalesIQ dashboard looks. So we have a lot of people coming in. So we have someone from India. Okay. Yes, someone has replied saying hi. So hello, how are you? So this is the way that you can get connected with them in real time. But actually, this isn't always possible, because if you have lots of customers, say 100 of customers on your website, reaching out to them one by one is an inefficient way of having your business, right? So let's see how this whole process can be automated. So go on to your settings and automations. And under intelligent rules, we can see that there's a particular rule. So as soon as you had come onto the website, you would have seen something trigger like this, right? So hello there, interested in learning about SalesIQ. So I will tell you on how I configure this particular criteria. So since this is a welcome message, I named my trigger as such. I laid down a criteria saying that anyone who lands on my website and any type of visitor, I will send them a chat invite with a message saying, hello there, interested in learning about SalesIQ after spending a second on my website. So this is the criteria that I had chosen, and that's how it was triggered to all of you. So engaging customers, automatically and personalizing these messages using the customer data is very essential. So this trigger will help you to reach out those customers who are idle or who are hesitant to take a particular action. And on the other hand, an interesting thing is that you will be also able to measure and optimize your messages report. So you'll be able to see that this trigger has triggered 121 times. It has been seen by everyone, and sadly only 20% of your reply. But never mind. So this metric tells me that there's some improvement that I can do on my trigger. Maybe I can target customers in a better segmented way, and things like that. So these sort of new ideas can be continually optimized with performance and can improve in order to improve the impact with the customers. So another best practice tip would be here is that if you wouldn't prefer to trigger always, you could trigger and start conversations with the potential customers on high intent pages alone, so that you have high quality conversations. So that is one way where you can use triggers more effectively. Now, for those who say that this is great, but what if I want to have more automations? What if I want to make the automations more intelligent? So for those of y'all, we have our bots. So have the bots in place to capture and qualify leads, and maybe even book demos, be it 1 or even 1,000,000 customers. Bots are always up and running 24/7. So you can tailor the bots to collect the visitors' details and push them into CRM as a lead or contact seamlessly. So once the bot qualifies, it could pass the sales-ready leads to the right team to speed up the deals. So it's all synced and very quick, and you don't have to be even around. Your bot will take care of even adding a contact or a lead to your CRM. So now once you identify who your visitors are, you know about them, you know where they are coming from, you've also approached them and targeted them. Now it's time to get them kick-started in using your particular app or your website. So if customers who aren't using your product can walk away at any point, engagement becomes a key to your company's survival. And it's not just one of those things that you can check off in a box and say it's done. Customer engagement at its core is about communicating with your customers at key moments. Turn more signups into active and valuable customers with targeted in-app messages in your mobile and web apps. So let's see how to target the right people and send the right message so that we can onboard them and engage them in using our product or in our website. So go onto your settings, intelligent triggers, and we are going to add up a particular rule. So my aim over here is that I have people who have signed up to my product and they are idle. So I want to nudge them to do some particular action. I want to ask them what is exactly going on or what is the problem that they're facing. So I'm going to name it as nurture idle visitors. So this is just the name that I'm giving. And I say I want to perform a custom action. So as soon as someone comes in and signs up, okay, has signed up onto my product, and if the visitor's availability is idle, then I would like to send him a chat invite from Patricia saying, hey there, can I help you with a demo? So, and I want to show it after he spent around 10 minutes in the page. So now, in this case, I am targeting a customer who is idle and who hasn't performed any action but has signed up on my page, and that's all he's done. So by sending triggers like this, I can nudge him, or I can ask, or maybe sometimes they might be hesitant to come out and perform some actions. So in this way, I'll be able to onboard and engage the customers in a right manner. So next thing is, it's very important to connect with customers in real time. So as the stat says, 79% of customers say they prefer live chat purely because of the immediacy it offers. So which shows that even our customers expect to reach out to them spontaneously and give them quick replies and responses. So you can expose the depth of your product and business to your customers while having live conversations. Because as deeper the benefits get, they can't be called out immediately. Like, after all, who cares about data export before they even have a data? Or a keyboard shortcut before they haven't used any features? So that's meaningless, right? So you have to guide them throughout their journey in the right manner for a better customer experience. And again with bots. So if you do not want to have triggers to engage your customers, you can have your bots to onboard and talk with customers at all times. So you can motivate customers with interactive messages, drip campaigns to activate, onboard at scale with custom bots for starting conversations, which in turn increases conversions. So which means that everything is connected with bots and you wouldn't have to worry about it. And as I had mentioned, customers can also connect with human operators during the conversation with the bot at any point of the conversation. So finally, one of the key elements is to optimize your support and measure the efficiency. So real-time messaging is the future of customer service. It provides the kind of experience that aligns with the needs of modern-day users. So customers don't want to be treated like a ticket, or they don't want to have to call a call center either. So they want quick, effortless help in a way that makes them feel human. And messaging isn't only better or beneficial for customers, it's also better for businesses, because faster the resolution, more the satisfaction, leading to higher the retention, and finally higher the revenue. So it's basically a win-win situation for both the parties. So let's see on how you can support and retain your customers in a much easier way with SalesIQ. So you can automate your resolutions 24/7 and accelerate your team's efficiency by using bots. So let's just have a quick view of how bots go in. So I'm just going to this particular website and see how the bot is going to trigger or talk to me. So there, you can see Autobot, it is at my assistance. And yes, I do need assistance with the bot. I'm going forward with it. And the bot is replying. So whether it's to book a date for servicing, whether it's raise a complaint or a roadside assistance. So let's say I'm just stranded at some nowhere place, so I need roadside assistance. And send me a pickup truck, that would be amazing. So I'm going for it. Yes, share my location. And I am going to set my location. So once I give my permissions, I can set my location. And now there, it's taken Zoho Corporation, California. Wow, thanks for sharing. And then my pickup truck, it's on its way. Yeah, wow, I've also got his contact number and it's asking me if I'd like to call him directly. So this is how support or customer service has to be. It has to give the customer more than what he asked. I just asked for a pickup truck, but they ended up sending me his contact number and also with an option to contact him immediately. So using intelligent bots and powerful automation can to provide instant answers to customers can increase customer satisfaction to a different level. And bots can be available day and night. I do not have to mention that, to help customers with simple and repetitive tasks. So I'll just quickly show on how this was done. Go to your settings, Zobot, and this is the bot that did all the magic. So you can just see how we have configured bots. I've used SalesIQ scripts. So if you want to know more about how to build bots or how to automate bots and fit your bots into your business, we have an upcoming webinar about Zobot, and you could get onto it and view the webinar for more details on it. Sometimes we might get unrelated or conversations, right? So conversations can be directed to the right team based on the customer data and the website behavior. Like conversations based on the customer's question. That is something that's very vital for support teams, right? So we'll see on how to set up a rule so that all the chats that I get based on the customer question will be routed to the right team. So go on to your settings, automation, chat routing. So I'm going to create a rule over here saying that anybody who comes in asking about visitors question contains pricing, I'm going to route it out to my support team. So this is one way of doing it, so that all the chats that come or the visitors question that contains the term pricing will be routed directly to the support team. So the payment team or the customer success team wouldn't have to bother themselves with unrelated queries or questions. Now, there are some times where you would want your teammates' help in solving certain queries. So in order to respond to customers, you can add in your teammates for precise assistance so that everyone can talk as a group and resolve the questions more quickly. So when you are on chat with a particular customer, so say I am going to add one of my teammates into this thing. So yeah, I'm going to add on Ralph over here. So I'm going to tell him like, help me with this customer. So this is an internal note that Ralph will be able to view, and once he accepts it, he will be onto the chat and he can also reply to the chat. So there, so you can see that it is a collaboration where all the operators can come together and help respond to your customers quickly. Now, in case, since this can be viewed by visitors also, and you want to have something personal with your team, or you want to communicate internally among your teammates, you have an internal option, chat option over here. But what in cases where you want to connect with the operators on a one-on-one chat, or you want to have something to talk to him, ask him something personal? Then you can go on and have a separate chat by asking, hey, can you help me with adding accounts? I'm not sure of it. So this is something that you can have, or you can connect with your teammates internally. So you don't have to go onto another tab and text them through a different chat forum or things like that. You can connect and do everything within one dashboard. So, okay, I can see Ralph is typing. I hope he has something to help me. Oh, and sadly not, he doesn't know. So he's asking me to go check with somebody else. Okay. So another way is that you may not be experts at every field, right? So when customers ask queries beyond your expertise, you can swiftly transfer them to the right team. So just as you saw over here, I did not know something, but then Raf had asked me to go and check out with the sales team. So that's what I'm going to do over here. I'm going to go to more actions. I'm going to transfer this chat to the right team. So I can see Annette over here. I'm going to transfer this chat to Annette saying, hey, Annette, please help me with this. So that's it. That's all I have to do. I have to just have a message to Annette so that she'll know what's going around, and the transferred, and it's done. So this is one way of connecting with customers and having a quick conversation so that you will be able to solve your customer queries at an easy manner. So I have Javier over here, and he has replied he loves cars. Okay, that's nice. Hi, Javier. So sometimes support can be taxing, and when it's all just text and text. So you can step up your game by calling up your customer at a click, and also share screens when needed through screen sharing. So just for an example, I'm going to call Javier now. Javier, don't get scared. It's just for the demo purpose. So this is how a call would actually look like. So you get connected with the particular customer on call. It's just one click. There's no downloading or extensions that are required. You can be connected and provide seamless support and guidance from it. So yeah, thank you, Javier. Bye. So to continue with our presentation, how would it feel for you to get introduced or to be greeted in your own native tongue or native language? So that would feel something nice, right? It would be a very good customer experience. So in order to maximize global communication, you can support your customers in their native language with chat translations that are powered by Google. So it gives you a sense of a personalized touch. So SalesIQ supports 27 languages, including right to left Arabic. So thereby you can get connected with customers from across seas. What about the times when you have no one around to take care of your customers? You can share your knowledge and documentations to customers so that they can search for answers themselves from an in-chat knowledge base before reaching out to an agent, thus lowering the chat volumes for your support teams. And not to worry about the offline hours, you can give your customers help that is always available and right there within your chat window. So now to configure articles, we'll see how to do that. Go into your settings, templates, articles. So you can create articles over here, give them a nice, catchy title so that you tell up front what exactly the article contains with the body and image. You can also associate your articles with the particular department so that your customers can search and find the articles in a much easier way. And I'm sure all of you would have noticed this, right? So this is something that you guys would have come across where you can search for articles to know about SalesIQ. So say if I want to learn about how to install SalesIQ, it's right there in a GIF, everything just comes up to me and I can get a view of it. So this is how articles are important. Even if your team is not around, you can have articles to help your customers search the answers themselves and get connected. Now, what's all performance without measurements? So get the insights that you need to manage your team and refine customer experience with actionable reports and customer feedback. So with all this data, you will be able to take derivative actions and corrective measures so that you can enhance your customer experience. Now we saw all about how to identify your visitors, how to target them much better, and finally even how to support them in the right manner. Now you might be wondering who actually uses SalesIQ or how they use SalesIQ. So teams use SalesIQ for various purposes like to drive sales, to provide instant support, and so on. So let's just have a quick glance of how the teams use SalesIQ and to know about it. So marketing teams usually use SalesIQ to capture prospective customers, bringing them into the funnel and converting them to potential leads eventually. So marketing teams send targeted messages to the right users at the right time based on the customer's website demographic. Now you can see over here that you'll be able to view the previously sent campaign records. So once you've integrated campaigns with SalesIQ, you can see the campaigns that have been sent and the actions that has been performed on those campaigns. So you can see that Peter over here has sent a particular campaign, which is has received a particular campaign, I would say, called Exchange and Resale, and that he has clicked on it. So based on this information, I will be able to converse with Peter in a manner to upsell or cross-sell him, thereby retargeting him in a much better way. So these are the ways in which marketing teams use SalesIQ to bring in customers as well as to retarget customers, bringing them back into the funnel. Sales team use SalesIQ to target potentials based on the deal value for better conversions. So once you integrate your CRM with SalesIQ, the sales rep will be able to have targeted conversations based on the customer CRM and website profile. So as you see over here, if the customer already has a CRM account or has been already added as a contact, we'll be able to get the details about the potential, the number of deals, and even the value on the closing date. So if at all they are a new customer or a visitor, I can always add them as a lead or a contact to my CRM. And all of this is synchronized so that everything that happens in SalesIQ will be updated in CRM as well. So it's all linked and synchronized, keeping all of you all in the same page. And coming to the most important, support teams. So though email is prime, customers these days need instant responses. Hence, support teams use SalesIQ to scale their support system with bots to work around the clock. And teams can also support customers using real-time messaging and seamlessly convert an ongoing chat into a ticket, and also view the previous ticket status. So over here, you can see that there's already a ticket that has been assigned for Peter, and it's been closed. So you can also see the status. So based on these data over here, you can help the customers help them in a much better manner. And in case if they have fallen through the cracks, you can always assign them as tickets, keeping your whole team aware of the situation. And about other teams like product teams and customer success teams, they use SalesIQ to reach out the customers and have live conversations to onboard and engage customers, making use of the customer's live data and CRM for personalized messaging. So there's no need for you to be taped at your desk. Connect with customers on the run with SalesIQ mobile app, and you can view the visitors online on your website and also have a quick chat and maybe even also get on a call, so that you don't have to worry about carrying your devices all around. Just with your mobile, you can always be connected with your customers. So you might be wondering, does SalesIQ work with my mobile product? Yes, definitely. SalesIQ works with mobile products. With a SalesIQ Mobility, customers can have real-time conversations without leaving the app. So that you can also embed articles with your help center in your mobile app. And our SDKs are fully native, so that it will give your users an exact feel of your application. So I'll just quickly show on how SalesIQ can be viewed on mobile applications. So this is how you can get in connect with your, the customers can get connected with you instantaneously. You also have an option, so this is how it will look. You can customize its chat widget according to your preferences and however it fits your particular app. So going on to it, say I want to look at the FAQs. So you can embed your articles and have a quick look at them. So yeah, there. You can read your articles and say if I like it, I can give a thumbs up. And also if I want more details, I can go on to a chat. So this is the way that you can connect with customers. Customers can connect with you, and also you can reach out to him and bring him back to your app with smart notifications. So these push notifications really are helpful to bring back wandering customers back into your product. We'll go ahead and see what are the best practices that you can carry on in using SalesIQ. So this is something that we come across quite often at SalesIQ. So we have customers who come up to us and say that SalesIQ is running perfectly. We have it added onto our website. We have a lot of customers, but there are no incoming chats at all. And this is because of your status. So make sure you keep your status as available. So as you can see over here, on the top right corner, make sure that is green. If it's red, it's busy. You will not be getting any incoming notifications. So make sure that's green and it's good to go, and then you will be able to receive notifications from your visitors. Secondly is that you can set the messenger's appearance, language, visibility, and much more so that it feels completely at home on your product or site. So you can help your customers get things done fast with an intuitive and personalized messenger home. So for this, you can go on to your settings, go to your website, click on the website where you want to customize your live chat, clicking on live chat widget, go on to your chat window and appearance. So here you can select the type of appearance that you want, whether you want a large window or small window, and you can do all sorts of configurations and customize your messenger right from here. Another interesting thing is about departments. So you can create departments for your SalesIQ account, so you can segment the various sections of the customer's journey so that the experts of each department can give detailed assistance. So we always see that customers have just one department and are having a tough time working through it. So make sure you have a couple of departments according to your business needs so that you can give them a nice department name. Say I'm going to have as rewards as one of my departments, so that anybody who has questions about rewards can come over here and look into it. So another important thing is that if you make your department as public, it can be viewed by your customers. But if you make it as private, it is something for only your internal organization and can be viewed only by them. So make sure your department is public too. You can give it a nice description saying rewards all you get, something catchy that you want, and you can add the operators, okay, and you can do configurations for the particular department and save. There, I have my rewards department saved. So this is one way where you can customize and make your customers into a proper, direct them to a proper department in order to run your SalesIQ portal more efficiently. So another thing is about lead score. So you may have, say, hundreds and thousands of customers on your website, which is a very good sign. But that doesn't probably mean that all of them are going to turn out to be customers, right? So you need to focus on the potentials rather than the low pays. So to increase the probability of faster conversions. So therefore, you can set up rules under settings, lead scoring. You can add up a rule. Say that I'm going to have a rule that if anybody spends more than 10 minutes on my website and their past chats, number of past chats is more than 2, I'm going to give him 50 points. So which means that every time a customer comes in and satisfies this particular criteria, he will be added 50 points. Okay, so that's how it actually works. So you can see in the screenshot over here that the lead score here is 253, which means that there are a lot of, he has a lot of potential to convert into a customer or a satisfied client. With powerful Clearbit integration, you can enrich your team with customer data, and you can scale up your customer engagement by tailoring specific interactions based on customer insights. So once you have Clearbit enabled, you will be able to view the customer details about the company, where they're coming from, and so. So I have someone from the United States, and he's coming from a company called L.E. Smith. It was since 1950. It's a pretty old company, and it's a private company. So this is the sort of information that you will be getting. So I have someone else from Plug and Play LLC, and another. So whoever has a particular domain name, I'll be able to identify the particular company they are from. There I have, so city of okay, I'm not sure how to pronounce it, is Canadian province, Ontario, and a suburb of Toronto. So I can get contact emails, and a lot of details about the particular company. So this will help me to qualify leads in a much better manner. Another common question that all of you all have is about business hours. So if you have a confined work schedule, you can set business hours to such so that your customers would leave a message when arriving during your offers, rather than getting disappointed looking at you being online and without no response. So in order to set your business hours, go directly into settings, company, just scroll down a little bit, and you have your business hours, and you can enable it and just drag and drop. You can set business hours. So in this way, you can make sure you will have a confined time during which your business will work, and the other time you will be seen as offline to your customers. Another tip is that, as we spoke about bots, you can have bots running in. It will take in charge and engage your customers, and you wouldn't have to worry about it being offline or not able to respond to customers. Another common problem that we face is trouble from spammers. So you can block IPs of your customers who you have really unpleasant inquiries with or have a very bad experience. So right while conversing itself, so right while conversing itself, you can, so let's say I'm going to block Javier. No offense, Javier, you have been really nice to us for this demo session, but just to show a demo, I'm going to block Javier. So there, I've blocked him. So he will not be able to access me at all and start conversations. So you can go check on the list of people that you've blocked under your block IPs. So you can see over here that I have blocked Javier, and you can unblock him in case he turns out to be a good lead. So anyway, so that's how you can block customers, and that's how you can use SalesIQ more effectively. So coming to the end, a small recap of what we saw today. So firstly, we saw how to identify and visitors and segment them based on their profile and website actions. We also learned how to target them through in-app messages and drip campaigns. And finally, once they are targeted, we could engage them with such potential customers through bots, messaging, and call. And finally, we allow customers to answer themselves with the self-service portals or the self-service tools. So in this way, you can make sure to engage all customers on your website, never leaving anyone off or out, so that you have a full idea of how your business works and help customers engage or onboard into your product or website, giving them a better customer experience. So if you have any queries, you can mail us at support@zahossalesiq.com. But if you think that's a bit slow, you can always come out and reach out to us through our live chat option, Need Help, within your SalesIQ portal at your left bottom. And follow us at Twitter or at Zoho SalesIQ. So it was great meeting you all here for this webinar. We have another upcoming webinar next week. And if you want to know more about Zobots and how to build bots and how to automate it into your business, you can you can attend that particular webinar. So it was really nice meeting all of you all here, and have a great day, and thank you.